So this is the 121st year of Audubon's Christmas bird count, and it is the first time we have had this meeting on Zoom. So it's historic. So again, we're recording the meeting tonight. All of you who've been anywhere near this Christmas bird count know how much work, how much worry, how many decisions went into making today happen. So I want to thank everybody who worked so hard. It worked very well. I want to start by thanking, of course, Rebecca Coulter. She'll be on in a minute. Rebecca Coulter and her team, Joan Murdoch, Liz Muraoka, and Libby Patton. A great deal of work, and I know they're not finished yet, but at least we rolled it today. I also want to thank everybody who worked behind the scenes. There are always many unsung heroes. Among them are Catherine Emery, who is our executive director and who helped organize this Zoom meeting tonight. And then David Levasheff, our webmaster, who has struggled and worked valiantly to keep the website up to date with information about our Christmas bird count. So thank you all. I'm very proud of this effort. It was anything but easy. You did a great job. And now for Rebecca Coulter, who will MC the rest of the evening. Rebecca?
I just want to thank everybody for your flexibility in doing all of this. I'll probably say that many times tonight, but before we get started, I just want to officially thank Audubon for their support. And I really, really would like to acknowledge Dolores for her many years of support for the CBC. She has stood behind us every step of the way in this decision making this year. And so I just really want to acknowledge that we could not do this at this level without Dolores and without the Audubon that she has been at the helm of for a long time. So thank you, Dolores. We will miss seeing you on these events.
Thank you very much, Rebecca.
I also want to thank the compiling team, and some of them may or may not be visible. I can't see very many people at a time. But Dave Compton, Bill Pollock, and of course, Libby, Liz, and Joan. We do all the compiling for the next couple of weeks. You'll be hearing from us relentlessly. The other person that's part of that group who doesn't compile but coordinates the whole team is Wim Van Dam. I don't know if he's on, but anyway, thank you, Wim, for all the time that you spend wrangling all those mountain cats to go out and in the real wild today. And then at the last minute, we discovered that we weren't going to be able to get our usual boat for the boat part of the day, and Ron Hurst's brother-in-law was able to jump in with his boat, and so they were able to go out at the last second. And so really thank him for jumping in like that, and Ron for recommending that he do it and convincing him that it was a good idea. I hope it was a good day. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you to all of you again. This year was last year was completely unexpected in every way, and this is sort of the cap for me of how different it has been start to finish. So thank you for all your flexibility and for being able to kind of turn on a dime like that. All right, so what is going to happen? This has been a complicated discussion of how we're going to do this, similarly to the way we do it in Fleischmann Auditorium. It is roughly going to be the same, but there are some real protocols that we want to set up so it's not a cacophony of information and noise at one time. So everybody is going to remain muted, and we want you to use the chat function to respond and to offer information when we ask you for it. It'll be, it'll kind of unfold, and it's a test, so it'll be different as we go along. But we really want you to use that chat. Feel free to use the chat also to chat with each other. It is a chat, and you can do a private chat to somebody. You can do a message to everyone. The chat is not being recorded, so if that changes whether or not you use it. Anyway, it's a great way to communicate with us. We have several people that are going to be monitoring the chat because I can't do that at the same time, or sort of can do it. So we're going to be trying to pick up all your responses and things like that. So that's how it's going to work. What we want you to do is, when I get to a species, I will be sharing my screen and when I get to a species that we don't actually know if it was seen or not, I'm going to pause and give people an opportunity to put that message in the chat. And then that will get fed to us and we'll yay or nay, yes, it happened, no, it didn't. When we finish our long species list, we get to the part where we usually get to pass the microphone around Fleischmann Auditorium. Basically, we're going to do the same thing, but it's going to be in the chat. So what I'll do is tell everybody that if you've got an additional species, we do not have them on the list pre-printed out. So we give you the opportunity to say, hey, I've got an additional, give your name and add me or something in the chat like that. And we will make a list of those people and we'll just go one by one and we'll call on you and you unmute yourself and you get to tell your story, which is why we really wanted to do this as a Zoom meeting instead of a kind of static presentation. So anyway, we hope it's not too crazy, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so let me get us going. I'm going to be working on a blank list. Hopefully everybody can see this. Just as I would if we were using a paper list in the auditorium. So we're going to go down this list and I'm actually going to check off what we have, what we know we have, and make a pause when I don't. And then we'll see how it goes. Okay, here we go. Snow goose. Yes. Oh, sorry. No, that won't do anything. You notice that beautiful red species total? That idea we stole from Morro Coast Audubon, the Morro Bay countdown. We thought that worked very well. So anyway, there it is. Ross's goose. Yes, Ross's goose and snow goose, who don't spend any time during count day except the very early morning inside our count circle. So that was a nice find to have them there this morning. There was also a white-fronted goose this morning as a surprise. I didn't think there was one around, so that was a really nice surprise. Brant, we do not have. As far as I know, I don't think the boat saw it. And so if anybody has anything different, you can check in with me and tell me differently. But for now, we will move on. Canada goose. Yes. Wood duck. Yes. Blue-winged teal. Yes. Okay, let me just stop right here. This is really, really hard to not see all your faces in the room, knowing where I might be able to look for who might have had blue-winged teal. I knew this was gonna affect me, but it's very weird to be doing this in a vacuum. I will assume that you're all nodding and applauding and all that. Sorry. Hang on, let me go back to my actual list. Hold on. All right, cinnamon teal, shoveler, gadwall, Eurasian widgeon. Yes, Eurasian widgeon has been seen sort of all over lately, but it was seen in, I believe it was Devereaux. Cinnamon teal, where are cinnamon teal? Let's see, Mark Holmgren asked a question, where were cinnamon teal?
Cinnamon teal were at Glen Annie Reservoir. We had 7 of them.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, there were 2 at Laguna Blanca.
Okay, is that Rob? Hi, Rob. All right, American widgeon. Yes. Mallard. Hintail. Yes. Hintail, Jamie Chavez had them probably at the bird refuge would be my guess. There aren't many around. It'll be interesting to see how many we have. Green-winged teal. Yes. Canvasback, assuming this is a big no, but I will move on. Redhead. Yes. Ringneck duck. Yes. Greater scaup, which I think we missed last year. Yes, we had greater scaup at Rancho Goleta. Tell me if I'm going too fast, too slow, talking too much. Lesser scaup, yes. Surf scoter, yes. Bufflehead, yep. Common goldeneye. We had common goldeneye on Gibraltar Reservoir. A pair there. Hooded merganser, yes. Common merganser, yes. And I believe it was also at Gibraltar, possibly on San Ynez River. I'm not sure about that, but you can chime in if you know.
Just at Gibraltar.
At Gibraltar, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Red-breasted merganser, yes. I'm actually not checking my list, making sure we actually saw these things. Ruddy duck, yes. All right. California quail, yes. Wild turkey, yes, right? Okay, yes, we did. Pied-billed grebe, yes. Horn grebe. Make sure we got all these. Yes. Ear grebe.
Yes. Yes.
Yes for what? Who was that?
Mark.
Mark. Okay. Yes, we had ear. Okay. Western grebe, yes. Okay, here's a big hover over it because as far as I know, we do not have Clark's grebe. So please chime in the chat if you had it. Okay, darn it. All right. There's a deafening. It's deafening even in a quiet room. Right. Rock pigeon. Yes. Bent-tail pigeon. Yes.
Yep.
Eurasian collared dove. Yes. Common ground dove. I do not know the answer to this. Okay, no ground dove. So we're going to start from there, 35, and let's move on to morning.
Yes.
Yes, got that. All right, roadrunner, greater roadrunner. We didn't have this early on, so yes, now we do have it. Which is great. White-throated swift.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Can't I tell where I had the Roadrunner?
You can go ahead, Vim.
At La Cumbra Peak.
What?
Yes.
Oh man! Wow.
It just showed up kind of in the bushes and has been seen there, you know, a few times. But yeah, that's where we got our Roadrunner at La Cumbra Peak.
I did not expect that. I thought you were telling us for someone else. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, white-throated swift. Yes.
Were a lot of them seen? Sorry, were a lot of swift seen, or was it just here and there?
I saw 25 over the San Roque Bridge. I don't know if there were others. They weren't entered into the database, into the spreadsheet.
Mark and I saw at least 30, probably more over, we were on the Alisos Canyon Loop north of the San Ynez River.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Yeah, it seems like maybe a good day for insect grabbing.
Yeah, just one big flock.
Cool. Okay, Anna's hummingbird. See, I thought this crowd was going to be a lot more unruly, so that's why we muted you all. But you know, I think you're all handling it very well. All right, Costa's hummingbird. Yes, I believe have two Costa's hummingbirds. One, and Dave can chime in exactly where the one he had in Isla Vista.
Oh, it's on Pardall Road, just a few doors down from UCSB from Ocean Road. On the north side, there's some plantings there. Just hangs out there, and you hear it chatter.
Is it a female type?
It's a female. No.
And then there is one that has been coming to a feeder in, I'm forgetting now where it was, it's adult male. We have a nice photo of that one. Allen's hummingbird, yes. Virginia rail. Yes.
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 Go ahead.
At Glen Reservoir.
Cool. We had one at Lauro. And I think there might have been another one. But that's great. Sora, yes. Gallinule, not to my knowledge. So someone can update me if we need to go back there. Coot, yes. Blackneck stilt, yes. Black-bellied plover, yes. Snowy plover, semi-palmated plover. Killdeer. Wimbrel. Long-billed curlew. Sorry, this must be so boring to just watch me type in Ys. I wish I was more entertaining just looking at. Marbled godwit. Ready turnstone, I don't think so. Anybody at the beach can change their mind about that, but I don't think so. Black turnstone, yes. Sanderling, yes. Dunlin, yes. Leaf sandpiper, yep. Western sandpiper. Long-billed dowitcher. Wilson snipe, ooh. Did we get a snipe? Yes, we did. I don't know exactly where, maybe the,
Adrian and Gail Hackenback.
cool. Spotted sandpiper, yes. Greater yellow legs, yes. Willet. Okay, so I don't think we got Pomeranian Jaeger. Dave, you can chime in if that's not true, but we did get parasitic from the beach and from the boat, I believe.
I had I had two from Campus Point also.
Oh, nice. Okay, so cool. Common myrrh, yes, from the boat. And I did not personally talk to anybody on the boat, so I'm not sure about rhino auklet. I don't think so, but please chime in if you can. Okay. Bonaparte skull, womp womp. Second or third year in a row. I think we have not seen Bonaparte skull. Heerman skull, yes. Mew gull. Oops. Uh-oh, what happened?
That's okay.
Sorry, we good?
You will, yes.
Ringbill gull, yes. Western gull, California gull, herring gull was a little bit iffy at noon, but there is a herring gull at Goleta Beach. It looks like we do not have Iceland gull. If anybody had anything different, please let us know in the chat. I don't know of any others. Okay, Glaucus wing gull. Caspian tern. No, geez. I really want that to be true. Caspian tern and Forrester's tern are both big misses. We missed Forrester's last year, so that's very disappointing. I don't know what's going on with Forrester's tern. I don't know any history. If anybody knows any trends or anything about that, in my memory, which is not all that long on the birding scene, 20 years maybe, Forrester's tern doesn't seem to have been something we were worried about several years ago. So that's something to look into for sure. All right, royal tern, black skimmer. Did anybody have a black skimmer count? Yep. All right, red threaded loon. Pacific loon.
It was over 200 birds. I'm looking at my checklist right now. Yes.
Cool. Okay, over 200 black skimmers, says Mark.
210.
Nice.
That's a lot of skimmers.
Common and Pacific loon, we got all three of these loons. Whoops, no, not two common loons. Don't know how many common loons we got actually. No fulmar. And we did get black vented shearwater. So I think those were seen from the boat and from Sea Watch, I believe, if that is right.
Yeah, I think I had 30 or something, 40 maybe from Campus Point.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, Brandt's cormorant. Yes. Pelagic, double crested. Yes. Brown pelican. So I'm just going to take a little break here. Can anybody chime in about what it was like birding on the waterfront today? Was it crowded down there? Did you feel like you could really cover it well? How did it go in terms of kind of wanting to pay attention in that way? Nobody wants to share. Okay.
People.
It was not bad at East Beach, but it was devoid of birds at Mission Creek Outflow, and I'm not sure why.
Is Mission Creek outfall broken through?
Not to the ocean, no.
Okay, interesting. Okay, well, we do our best. American bittern, we are pretty sure we did not get. Moving on. Great blue heron, yes. Great egret, snowy egret, green heron. Sorry, somebody want to share something? Okay. Black crown-eyed heron. Good day for turkey vultures, eventually. Osprey, yes. We had two at Atascadero Creek, the end of Atascadero Creek. And I don't know about others. Were there any at the harbor?
East Beach had one.
East Beach.
Meg White said there were two at Goleta Beach.
0 at the harbor.
0 at the harbor. Okay. Okay. So maybe we have 3. I don't know how. This is always the question we ask ourselves every year. How far do they range up and down the coast? I don't know.
Oscar and who?
Yeah. Okay. Kites. White-tailed kite. Golden eagle. Yes. We had 2 reports of golden eagle, one from the Aliso Loop and one from Paradise Road. So probably the same bird. I don't know the timing on it yet. We haven't seen any of the data sheets, but it was a nice surprise to have golden eagle. Harrier, yes. Sharp-shinned hawk, yes. Cooper's hawk, yes. Red shoulder and red-tailed. Hang on. Okay, barn owl. Yes. Screech owl, yes. Great horned owl, yes. Yes, we have pygmy owl. That bird on Arroyo Burro Trail, I don't know if it's the same one every year, but it seems to show it after the hard work of the hikers who get to it. So thank you.
This year it was Glenn who did the hike.
This year it was Glenn who did the hike. Yes. Nice. Burrowing owl. Yes. We had 2 at North Campus Open Space. And were there any at Moore Mesa? Nope. Yes. Don't know. Okay, we got 2.
Guy is saying no.
Okay, guys say no, thank you. I can't see any of you. Okay, saw-whet owl. Yes, we had saw-whet owl.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you occasionally for chiming in, because I know there's a real person out there who's not just me, my talking.
So I saw it
But I'd
all.
be interested to hear how many we've seen in the Lacumba Peak in the eastern part of the count circle.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know if the Freemans are on, but Vim, maybe you can share that.
yeah, they had them also there on that side. I'll look up the number and put it in the chat.
I think she said they maybe had 2. I'm not sure if I remember that. I have my email off now, but and Mark, you had 1?
2.
2. Okay. Cool. Okay, Kingfisher. Yes. Red-naped sapsucker.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Who can chime in there? Because as far as I knew going into last night's sleep, we had no red-naped sapsucker. So where was that?
I found one in a pepper tree at the end of Dearborn in Old Town Goleta at about 4:15 tonight.
Oh man. Wow.
I had one first thing this morning in Upper Franceschi Park.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, good. Well, that's a surprise, a welcome surprise. Thank you. Red-breasted. Yes, hang on, let me get to. Oops. How are we doing on the clocking of the species? Are we still close there?
Yeah,
We're still good. Okay.
Fine.
All right. Sorry, I'm skipping over birds. Acorn woodpecker, yes. Downy woodpecker, yes. Nuttall woodpecker, yes. Harry, yes. Flicker, yes. Now, did anybody count anything other than the red shafted? It won't go to the total, but just curious. Okay. All right, Kestrel, yes. Merlin, yes. Peregrine falcon.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Black Phoebe, yes. Says Phoebe, yes. Okay, this is a question of the day. Tropical kingbird, yes.
Yes.
I would like to know how many we had.
There's one at the Campus Lagoon.
Okay.
There was one at North Campus Open Space.
Okay, one at NCLS.
One in the ag fields in Goleta, up south of Patterson.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, possibly 3. Interesting. Okay. Cassin's kingbird, yes. Hutton's vireo, yes. Loggerhead shrike, make sure we're getting all these yet. Yes. Right, Stellar's jay. California scrub jay, yes. Yellow-billed magpie, not bloody likely. We should just take that off our list. We're ever hopeful. American crow, yes. Common raven, yes. All righty. Mountain chickadee. Don't think we have mountain chickadee. Did I mention that this is going to be a tentative total, by the way? All right, chestnut-back chickadee. Yes, we have chestnut-back and titmouse and bush tit. Hang on. Wren tit, yes. Golden crown kinglet. I don't think we do. Anybody want to chime in? Oh, I should not do that. The silence is too deafening. Okay, ruby crown kinglet, yes. Red-breasted nuthatch, yes. Perhaps not the great flood of red-breasted nuthatches we expected after our sort of earlier winter. White-breasted nuthatch. Right, brown creeper. No brown creeper that I know of.
People tried really, really hard at Kinnivan.
I know. Yeah, really hard this year.
Kinnivan was terrible. Was dead, completely dead.
Oh, cold?
I've been told so. I wasn't there, but yeah, Maggie was there, and Peter Schneekloth was there, and it was pretty bad today and cold. Yes.
Okay, moving on. Blue-gray gnatcatcher, yes. Rock wren, yes. Canyon wren, yes.
Sorry, Glenn, where did you get the rock wren in the end? Because that was getting very stressful at the end.
Sage Hill Campground, as always.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, house wren, yes. Pacific wren, I don't think so. Marsh wren, yes. Buick's wren, yes. Stalling. Keeps happening, I don't know why it does that. Cow thrasher, yep. Mockingbird, yes. Western bluebird, yes. Townsend solitaire.
Yes, at La Cumbra Peak.
Yes.
The first time this winter, it seems that it showed up.
Yes. Isn't that great when that happens on count day? Yeah. All right. To the point Vim just made about varied thrush. Oh my God, somebody got a varied thrush?
Yeah, I went to Kinnivan about 4 p.m. and had one there. I tried really hard for a creeper and a Pacific wren too, but no luck on those.
Oh, wow, that's a nice gift. Well, I thought we were going to miss that this year. Nice going, Connor. That's a lot of hard labor on Kinnivan today. So I'm sure your other Kinnivan folks will thank you. All right, hermit thrush, yes. American robin, yes. Cedar waxwing, yes. Phainopepla, I think we had a few Phainopepla today. Oops.
Yeah, there was one at Nancy State's house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Kind of convenient.
Yeah, okay, good. Right, Munia. House sparrow, yeah, oh, sorry, yes, yes, on both of those. American pipit, yes. You have to indulge me for a second. I am interested to know how many people had American pipit. I don't know where the American pipits are, but maybe they're somewhere I'm just not birding.
On the beach, Ledbetter.
Okay.
55 at the ag fields in Goleta.
Okay, yeah, it's my problem then. Okay.
We had a few at North Campus open space.
Okay.
10 at Gersh.
I got to get out more.
1 or 2 at Laguna Blanca.
Okay.
3 to 4 on Maria Ignacia.
Okay, good. All right. House finch, yes. Purple finch, yes. Pine siskin, yes. Lesser goldfinch, yes. American goldfinch, yes. I haven't seen an American goldfinch in probably 2 years. I need to go where they are, but I don't have a feeder anymore. Maybe that's it. Chipping sparrow. Yes, I think we had at least 3 chipping, at least 3 locations where we had chipping sparrow. Lark sparrow, yes. Fox sparrow, yes.
Sorry, where was lark sparrow? Because that was missing for a long time today.
Lark sparrow was Andy Lenz had lark sparrow on Paradise on his route. Is that right, Joan? I think so. All right. I don't know why I have city in here. I think I meant to take that out for this count. We don't need to go through it. All right, dark-eyed Junco. Yes. Any other than Oregon Juncos today? I don't know why I keep these in here.
I had a slate colored Junco on the municipal golf course this afternoon.
Okay, cool. That's why I keep it in there. It's interesting. Yeah. Okay, white crown sparrow. Yes. Golden crown sparrow. Yes. White throated sparrow. Yes, we had the Orpit Park white throated sparrow. Any others today?
Anascoyo Park in Isla Vista.
Oh, okay.
It's a very strange looking one, but it responds very well to taping.
Okay.
Also, Mary Adams had one in her yard about a block from the museum.
Cool. Okay.
One Laguna Blanca.
The same one that comes every year. Okay, good.
Preserve.
Sorry, what was the last one?
One at Douglas Preserve.
Okay, so 5. Yeah, cool. All right, Savannah sparrow, yes. Song sparrow. Yes. Lincoln sparrow, yes. Swamp sparrow, yes.
Oh.
It was a little hard to get today. It was played hard to get today. Any others? Was there one in Hope Ranch, Rob? We don't know.
No, there wasn't.
Okay. Might be the end of the line for that swamp sparrow. The one that was seen today that I know about was the one at the continuing one at the southwest corner of the bird refuge, right in that little corner that many people have been to see. All right, California towhee. Yes, rufous crowned sparrow. Better check. Yes. And spotted towhee. All right, western meadowlark. We're getting down to toward the end here. Yes. Orchard oriole. A lot of effort was put into orchard oriole today, and it did not pop up in Isla Vista, Fortuna. Hooded oriole, on the other hand, we had 2 hooded oriole in the count circle. One at Aloes in Wonderland, which is on the backside of the Riviera, and Jeff Chemnick's and Sati's house, and one coming to a feeder that Noah Gaines has been filling for months. So that's both of those continuing for a couple of months at least, I think. All righty, Bullock's oriole, yes. Baltimore oriole.
Yes.
You're so sneaky, Mark.
One at municipal golf course.
Very nice. There's not a lot of coral tree bloom there. Where was it?
There's more coral tree bloom now than there was on the 23rd of December when I was last.
That's great.
They were using coral.
Very nice. Thank you. All right, Scott's oriole. Not that I know of. They're all outside the count circle, apparently. All right. Red-winged blackbird, yes. Brown-headed cowbird, yes. Brewer's blackbird, yes. Great-tailed grackle, yes. All right. Black and white warbler. We did not have one going into today, so I'm happy to say that one was found at UCSB today. Any
Yes,
other?
Yeah, Kathy Peterson got that. She was so excited.
Cool. Any others that popped up today? No, okay.
Spread over a dozen trees. So glad the golf course ones are doing better. Connor McMahon.
All right. Orange Crown Warbler. Nashville Warbler. Yes. How many Nashvilles today? Just the one? No, two. There should be two. Anyone want to chime in?
There was one at the Student Health Building in UCSB.
Okay. Nothing at Logman today?
One at Red Rock.
Oh.
Chrisman Ludwig.
One at Red Rock. Whoa. Okay.
Well,
All right, Common Yellow Throat. Somebody else want to chime in? Okay. Common Yellow Throat. Yellow Warbler. Also a little bit of a squeaker today, but I think
Yeah, there were 2 at Laguna Blanca.
nice. Anybody else? Okay. Palm Warbler. Crickets. Nope. Yellow Rumped Warbler. Audubons. Yes. Don't count Myrtle. All right. Black-throated Gray Warbler. I think there's one I know in Montecito, and any others? Okay, somebody typing.
Yes, at LLC.
One at Lake Los Carneros.
Bill found one at Montecito.
One in Montecito. Okay, cool. All right, Townsend's Warbler. Hermit Warbler.
Yes.
Nope. We got a feedback there.
Well, that
Who
was like
that?
4 birds.
Who is that? Who had a Hermit Warbler?
Type it in the chat. We'll read the chat.
Is anybody out there? Are we still on?
Did we just get cut off? Oh my gosh.
Okay, well we'll come back to it. Wilson's Warbler. Yes.
Yeah, there were 2 at the zoo.
2 at the zoo. Thank you.
Terry Fruin.
Okay. Summer Tanager. Yes, we have 2 that I know of. One beautiful bright red male and the other female type. And I'm trying to remember now where it was.
At the zoo.
At the zoo. Okay. Oh, there's also one at in North Goleta, and I'm blanking on where it was. Sorry, Ken and Brad. Western Tanager, yes. Black-headed grosbeak. Nope. All right. Oh gosh, did anybody even have mute swan? I don't know.
That was fast. I think you mistyped.
We should check.
You'd swan, anyone? Hermit Warbler.
Okay, it looks like there's Hermit Warbler at Hope Ranch Annex. Very nice.
Should not be a Y from Mute Swan, says Dave.
Should not be a Y. Oh, right. Okay. 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 So that wasn't too painless, right? Is everybody asleep?
Painful.
Please. Painful, really? Somebody
Wasn't
said
too painful.
that? Oh, it wasn't too painful.
Too painless.
There was a chat from Betsy that says, yes, I think to mute Swan, but we should, is she out there? Did she respond? She said, yes. Yeah, yes, mute Swan and Elsa.
Oh, okay. So,
yep.
Dave, you can fight that
No
out.
why.
All right.
That's exciting.
Dash from mute Swan, right? It's an issue of countability. It's not counted as part of our. It's an unestablished exotic. Let's just call it that. All right. Okay, so now's the fun part. You all are doing really well on keeping yourselves muted most of the time. So
Linus Blomquist to everyone says I had 2 more species.
okay, so what we're going to do now is you'll start to see in the chat that there will be people coming up saying, I have an extra species, I have an extra species. So Libby's going to be logging all of those, and then we will just start by assigning somebody the first one, and then you can tell us what you had and where. And so we should hopefully get to see you when you tell us. So Libby, take it away.
Okay, basically Linus Boompesk, can you unmute yourself and tell us what you saw?
Yeah, I had one sooty shearwater and a black-legged kittiwake from Campus Point.
Wow.
The kittiwake was pretty cool. It was just a few hundred yards from the point. It hung out for like 5 minutes and was, yeah, just kind of going back and forth. It was circling around a fishing boat for a little bit too.
Nice. Wow. I think it's been a long time since we've had kittiwake.
Linus, how much time did you spend sea watching?
7 hours.
Oh. Oh.
And I stared at the horizon very intently. So yeah, I worked hard for that one.
Wow. Thank you.
rocky,
That's
I'm sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so kittiwake. Okay, Libby, go ahead.
Okay, next, Rob Lindsay. Can you unmute yourself and tell us what you saw?
Yeah, there's a stakeout Tennessee warbler at Arroyo and Nueces in Hope Ranch Annex. It was found some time ago, and then Patrick McNulty refound it on Friday, and I went back and refound it yesterday, and it was there both times I went by its site today. So one more.
Great.
Okay, next up is David Kisner.
Got a brief look at what appears to be a probable magnolia warbler down low foraging on Maria Ignacio Creek. Yeah, I don't know.
Nice. That's a total surprise to me today. So that's a fun one. Can you give us, is it a place that could be investigated later, tomorrow, whatever? I know a lot of people may want to.
That would be good. It'd be nice to get some more eyes on it. Yeah, it's on Gwynn, is that?
Yeah, Gwynn.
Gwynn, and then right across from Calethea.
Okay.
Between the bike path and the creek.
Okay, great. We have a few people that are trying to write down locations at this part of the evening because that's important at this stage. So,
Rebecca, this is Joan. Are you gonna type in the additional species?
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's sorry. I have a whole job that I'm not even doing.
Yeah, you're gonna start at the top with Linus's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sooty shearwater.
The whole point, right?
Shitty sewer water.
Don't say that.
That's because I was changing the drain in the bathroom today.
No, TMI. Tennessee.
Tennessee warbler.
Okay.
And then a probable magnolia. I don't know if you just leave that as a line item for now.
Okay.
Next.
By probable, do you? Well, we just need to investigate it a little more, right?
Yeah, it'd be good if someone could double check it.
Could verify. Okay. Okay, we'll leave that.
And it would be a first fall female by coloration.
Okay.
Okay, next up is John Callender.
So I went to Lake Los Carneros in response to Rebecca's text about, oh, we don't have an American bittern. And I went to look for it and did not find it. But while I was looking for it, I saw a least bittern.
Yay. We'll take it. Even better. All right.
Okay. Next one is Gage Ricard.
Okay, I had a possible Pacific slope flycatcher, and this is on Arroyo Burro Creek in along that creek trail near Calle de los Amigos in Hidden Valley. So I would like more eyes on it. It certainly struck me as being an impid of that sort. either the Pacific Slope or something similar.
That's something that it would be great to investigate tomorrow. I'm sure some of you are going to run right out there and do it. Pacific Slope flycatcher, while we're all familiar with it in the spring and summer, is super, super uncommon here, super rare here in the winter. So that would be a good confirmation.
Okay, next is Alex Luz.
So my husband and I saw a grasshopper sparrow. It was perched on the chain link fence, looking east with the highway 154 behind it. We were like on our way back down to the parking lot. We're at the end after over 4 hours of scouting or working the San Marcos Preserve.
And Alex has a really nice photo and a tiny video that's really awesome. And it's great to see that. Thank you.
Thanks, Alex.
Next up is our own Liz Maroka.
Yeah, the tufted duck was at Rancho Goleta this morning. Actually, yes, it was this morning. When I went out first thing, it wasn't there. But, oh, actually, I went out again later in the afternoon and it was there. But it showed up initially on New Year's Eve and then was missing on New Year's Day.
Exclamation point.
What's that?
Keep going. Go ahead, Libby.
Okay, next is Hugh Ranson. He has 2 species to tell us about. You out there, Hugh? Well, we can move. Come back.
You're on mute.
Okay. Am I good now? Can you hear me?
There you go.
Okay. So the warbling vireo has returned for its 8th winter to Bonet Park in on the west side of Santa Barbara. It was a little difficult to find this morning, but eventually showed up. So that was really nice. And the other bird was the northern parula that was found a couple of days ago by John Callender and was missing in action for much of the day and then showed up mid-afternoon at David Love Place in Goleta. It actually wasn't in tipu trees where it's been seen. It was in some other ornamental tree next to the road at about eye level.
Cool. All right. Next is Vim Van Dam. Unmute yourself and tell us about your 2 species.
Yes, ma'am. This morning at 3 different spots near La Cumbra Peak, there were mountain quail calling. So that one was almost expected, but on the west side of the circle, we did not have mountain quail. So this was actually a good thing that we got them on near La Cumbra Peak. And also at La Cumbra Peak, there were 2 pygmy nuthatches, which had been found earlier this winter, but they were really hard to re-find because they were very quiet. And La Cumbra Peak is getting more and more busy with more and more graffiti and more trash. It was quite hard to listen for them. But in the end, they were found, 2 of them at least.
Oh, nice surprise. Okay.
Okay. Meg White, would you unmute yourself? Tell us what you saw.
There?
That might be the last on the list for now.
Can you hear?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Go, Meg.
Go, yeah, tell us.
Oh, I told you, sorry, I guess I wasn't unmuted. We had 2 yellow-crowned night herons at Goleta, at the slough. An adult and a juvenile.
All right.
Very nice. for those of you that don't do this every year, I can't imagine that you wouldn't, but this is only the second, is it the second or the third? I think it's the second year we have had yellow crown night heron. Last year, I think, was our first yellow crown night heron. Dave, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but.
Sounds right to me.
Okay. Anybody else, Libby?
No, that's all I have on in the chat.
Okay, I know we have a couple more. Mark, did you have something to share? Are you still with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay.
I had 2 spotted owls in different places in the San Marcos Pass area early this morning.
Nice. What else did you have at East Beach?
What did I have at East Beach?
You had a barn swallow over the ocean.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. A single barn swallow passed through my scope field as I was looking out at the ocean and flying westwards.
I had 4 barn swallows at Campus Point too.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Okay. Ron heard, or Libby, is it Ron? Is Ron next?
I don't see anything from Ron here. Ron, are you there?
Oh, okay. It was a direct message. So take it away.
Sure. I sent a chat saying that I do have one more, an adult male American redstart at the gas plant.
Oh, at the gas plant.
And Ron, that's a returning bird, right?
I think it's the same bird that. I think it's the same bird that Nick found about a month ago along Lower Atascadero Creek. But it's pretty rare to have an adult male American redstart.
Ron, did you not have one at the gas plant last year?
Oh, not that I recall, no.
Oh, it must have been 2 years ago. Sorry.
Yeah, they're in that area every once in a while, Lower Atascadero Creek, Patterson Avenue. But never an adult male like this one. And it was a quite showy, nice black and orange bird.
Nice. Okay, anyone else?
Don't see anyone else on the list.
There are several birds that I think people who are on the call had that there may be more than I know of, but I've got 3 here. I think everyone knows about the Eastern Phoebe that's been at Lane Farms near Turnpike and Hollister and Nolita. Nick Letheby had that today. Nick was the first one of several, I think, to see the McGillivray's warbler that's been around since October at the now famous Logmean business complex, the far western end of the circle, just on Hollister. First winter record since like 91 or something like that. So that's a really good bird. And Ken Hollinga and Brad Hines found what appears to be a dusky flycatcher. I think it's for my money, it's a dusky flycatcher. I talked to Paul Lehman, and looking at photos, he thinks it would have to be either a dusky or a Hammond's, but it gave a whit call, which is, I saw the bird with Brad and Ken late in the day. Very soft whit call, consistent with dusky, and not at all consistent with Hammond's flycatcher. And no one seems to think it's a least, which sometimes is an issue with dusky flycatcher.
Nice. And I'm sorry, this was at Bella Vista?
Oh, Bella Vista Open Space in Goleta. Yeah. It's, if anyone wants to try for it, it was, if you know the northeast corner of the open space, where there have been a lot of good birds there in recent years. And there's some those willows with the curly leaves along, what is that, Placer on the east side of the park, north east corner. You can go to the south end of those willows, and next to the little swale at the bottom of the slope. It goes down to the ground and feeds on, I'm not sure what, and then goes in the lower branches, lower vegetation in the area. Hopefully it'll be there tomorrow. I mean, it seems so reliable today, but if whatever was eating today isn't there tomorrow, maybe it won't be. But it was pretty easy late this afternoon.
Wow.
And that's, I think, the 4th winter record in the second for the county, and the second for this count. The first one just being a couple years ago at Laguna Blanca. I think 2 years ago.
That's right. Wow. There was a question about where is the gas plant? It is private property. It's utility property, so it's not accessible for people to go birding in there except by permission on this day. So sorry about that. The American Red Star place.
And Gage's description is in the chat. Where the
if you're interested in the Pacific Slope flycatcher, we're not recording the chat, but take a screenshot now if you want to look at it. It's in the chat right now. She entered a description of the location for the Pacific Slope flycatcher location. And I also know where, or my husband knows where it is, so we can give you that if you miss it today.
Rebecca, did the Hermit Warbler get addressed? Was that finalized? Because there's a note. I don't know if it got incorporated. I can't recall. The Terry Freeman had it up
in the, yes, I added it up here.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Rebecca, don't forget that Curtis saw Lawrence's goldfinch.
Oh.
Dave.
Sorry, 4 birds I should have mentioned. The Lawrence's goldfinch, Curtis saw it while walking to the boat dock this morning. Saw a goldfinch flying, calling by as he was going to the boat at 7:30 in the morning at the Santa Barbara Harbor of all places. Weird place for a Lawrence's goldfinch.
All right, anybody else? I have a bird that I am afraid to ask about. I don't know if they're still on, but anything on Moore Mesa? No.
It was seen yesterday.
Crickets. Okay. I'm referring to the short-eared owl, which apparently wasn't popped up today, unfortunately.
Was that my question?
Okay. If no one has anything else, no short-eared owl guy says, oh.
Okay. Thank
Dang
you,
it.
Guy.
Well, we know it's there. Like
We
many
just
other things.
texted him.
I also want to mention that there is another bird that just because it's important that people know that it's still around is the Lucy's Warbler. And it was seen today at Log Me In. But if you don't know that Lucy's Warbler, Log Me In is on the extreme edge of western edge of the count circle. And there's part of Log Me In that's not in the count circle and part that is. So unfortunately, it's only been seen once inside the count circle. Today it was out where it more normally is. So, but anyway, it's important to know that it's still there. It just doesn't count on our official circle list.
And Liz says Rancho Goleta is closed to the public, but it might be viewable at Laurel.
Yeah, Liz also points out that Rancho Goleta, if you want to see the tufted duck, Rancho Goleta is closed right now to the public, but it has been seen in a couple of other spots, Laurel Reservoir being one. It was not there this morning between, well, 7 and 11, but it was at Rancho Goleta. So look around if you haven't seen it and want to.
You can try Laurel through the chain link fence.
Yeah, all right. Anything else? Anybody else? Last
Just
chance.
a big thanks to you guys for your careful deliberation about this and making this happen this year. Thank you to you and your team.
Thank you. It was really a hard decision to make. I was very close to canceling, and a lot of people kind of talked me off that ledge a little bit. And the most compelling reason that I found was how many people said to me, this is something that I can look forward to. And those things are pretty hard to find right now. And so we really debated all of all of the reasons that we should or shouldn't. And I thank you all so much for putting up with the protocol that we've all had to do, and just for being flexible in that way. So thank you all.
Thank you.
All right, that is going to be the end of it. I don't know what this crowd is. Sorry, let's talk about the total, 205. 205 does not include the Pacific Slope Flycatcher or the Magnolia Warbler. Those two might be added to our total. So frankly, I'm pretty thrilled. I was kind of thinking we may go below 200 this year. So I am amazed and so proud of this whole gang that has gone out there and beat the bushes for the last few days. Thank you for all that hard work. All right, well, we are officially done. You're welcome to stick around, unmute yourself, chat if you want. We're gonna just keep it live for a couple more minutes, but you're otherwise go enjoy your evening, and thank you again for all your hard work. See you soon. So feel free to chat.
All right.
Yeah, we actually beat last year, if you want to look at that one.
Right.
Really?
I mean, who would have thunk it?
Who would have thought?
Good birding. How did the other California CBCs do? You know?
Other California CBCs, you'll notice that, oh, maybe Paul is on. Is Paul here? Paul Lehman?
Yeah. Hello.
Talk. How did other California CBCs do?
San Diego, second best ever, 220. Whoa! Couple weeks ago. And then the other count over 200 I've heard about is Morro Bay, with their preliminary count being 206, but I heard there were some, shall we say, problematic birds in that total. So it might drop lower. So right now they're just ahead of Santa Barbara, but they might drop below. And after that, I think it drops to the high 190s after that for other counts.
Cool. Thank you. All right, that's all I have heard too. Just looking at the chat, no other questions here.
Can I ask a question to Paul? What about California overall? What has stood out this year besides pine siskins?
Actually, I think siskins peaked in November and they've declined since then. At least that's my experience. They're still around, of course, in bunches, but not like they were a month or two ago. I think almost everybody's talking about low number of a lot of the land birds, including things like yellow rumps, you know, a place you should have 30 yellow rumps, there's 4 yellow rumps and things like that. The one bird everybody is saying is more common this year than they recall is ruby-crowned kinglet.
Yeah.
They just seem to be everywhere. Now, there's not big flocks, but everywhere you go, there's ruby-crowned kinglets. Early in the winter, maybe hermit thrushes seem to be doing well, but they seem to have dropped off a little bit maybe since. But otherwise, people are talking about how things seem low for a lot of the birds. At least that's what I hear.
That in the very few emails that I've received back, oh, it's another thing I should have mentioned. Get your data in, because there's no way for me to run around town picking up paper lists at this stage. The sooner you can get your data in, the better. We have sort of a whole bunch of things we're gonna have to be chasing down. So do that as much as you can, as soon as you can. All right, if that's it, if nobody else wants to chime in, you guys are so quiet. We must have worn you out. All right, Catherine, I think you can take us out. Good night, everybody.
All right, thank you.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Bye, Meg.
Bye.
Bye, Libby.
Bye, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, everyone's going
Night,
away.
John boy.
Until next year, we'll get some more sawwhats for you guys.
Yeah.